After a slow start to this season, the Boston Celtics are now looking like a legit contender in the East, and this is how they turn their season around. Hey yo, what's good with y'all? My name is Will, and welcome back to Will So Trill Hoops. Boston has figured it all out at the right time, playing an amazing brand of basketball that is putting all of the NBA on notice. And it all begins with their #1 ranked defense in the NBA, a defensive rating of 105.4, and past that, they allowed the second least points in the paint at 41.7 per game, the lowest opponent points per game at 103.6, and the lowest opponent field goal percentage of 43%. And in this video, I'll go over some good film to show you how they've managed to pull these numbers. But of their last 25 games, Boston has won 21 of those games, and in those, not only do you have lockdown defense, but you also have Jayson Tatum playing at an MVP level, including Jaylen Brown doing his thing. And there's also key contributions from Marcus Smart, Rob Williams, Al Horford, Grant Williams, Derrick White, and Peyton Pritchard. And with those 8 players that I just named, you can probably expect that to be the playoff rotation Udoka's gonna go with in the playoffs. And that is a team that is fully capable of making the NBA Finals, and their defense is the main reason why. Let's take a look at it. To me, it all begins with their switchability on the defensive end, enabling them to shut down actions before they can even get started. And I believe that the key to this switch coverage working is this guy right here, Robert Williams. I'll talk more in depth about him later in this video. The problem is that you cannot exploit their switches. Payne wants to drive on Rob, but good luck with that shit. That shot won't even see the rim. Rob is switched on to Booker with this DHO, and even though he barely gets shaken up by that initial hesitation, he stays with Booker the entire way with some help, and with that is gonna force Booker into making a bad pass that gets stolen. And Horford can switch as well, making both bigs able in a switch coverage scheme. This time with Rob switching out to the perimeter, you would think that that is a good shot at the basket. You just move the rim protector away from the paint, but with Al Horford out there, this is not the case. He contains the drive perfectly and he doesn't allow anything easy. The perks of having 2 bigs who can protect the rim and switch onto the perimeter is huge. Even though Williams is on the outside, you've got Horford this time to step down, help side, and block the layup. By the way, if you're enjoying the video up to this point, a like would be very appreciated. It does help me out a lot as a creator. With Robert Williams though, he's not just effective in switch coverage, but also drop like you see here. Just too hard to score on him when driving against him. Plus when he's down low, this dude is a mean shot blocker. He may only be 6'9", but he's got a massive 7'6" wingspan combined with a 40-inch vertical, giving him a ton of range to make these special plays. And when he also has amazing agility at this size, you can see why it is so hard to score on him even on the perimeter. But this play right here is absolutely insane, and it shows his unreal instincts and reaction time. Man, I could not believe my eyes when I first saw this. He has just turned around to face Rubio, and he has the reaction time to break up that pass. In slow-mo, it doesn't look too crazy, but look at it now. Yeah. And here's those long arms and agility in action, getting a steal in the passing lane. As soon as he recognizes that Kevin Love is picking up his dribble, he starts sprinting out to the perimeter. Once again, defensive instincts, man. But he's not the only one with unreal instincts on this team, because of course you got Marcus Smart. This time with Kuzma picking up his dribble, both Williams and Smart know where this is going immediately. Williams starts running out to the perimeter, but Smart's great reaction time breaks it up before it even gets there. This is another extremely impressive play as Milwaukee uses a set of staggered screens for Middleton, but Smart ends up sticking to Middleton, dodging both of the screens. The play is already dead now. Here Smart is the rotating defender off of corner help on the drive. He makes it look like he's about to go for a flyby contest, so the ball gets swung to the wing where Smart breaks up that pass, plus he turns around and gets the ball, securing the forced turnover. This time showing help from the corner against Garland, he's able to get back onto Markkanen, then absolutely shut down his drive. He's got nowhere to go. Once again, man, the play is dead. What can you do? And that's what the Boston Celtics do defensively. They kill sets before they can even get going. One interesting thing about this team is the fact that the shortest wingspan in the starting lineup is Marcus Smart at 6'9", with the largest wingspan being Robert Williams at 7'6". And you can see that the other 3 starters are also right around a 7-foot wingspan. That is incredible length. Not to mention that every one of these players is an above average player on the defensive end. I would say that all 5 of them are at least good defenders. Of course, you've got Smart and Williams. Those guys should be locks for the all-defensive teams with what they've been doing. 2 of the very best in the league defensively at those positions. Plus, you've got a versatile defensive big man next to Williams and Al Horford. You could even argue that he's been all defensive level this year. And you've got two athletic wing players in Brown and Tatum also playing some serious defense. Basically, when Jaylen Brown is the worst defender in your starting lineup, you're doing something right. Plus, man, I haven't even mentioned their bench with Derrick White and Grant Williams off that. This squad is crazy. What team is able to switch screens like this with this level of consistency and effectiveness? It's simply unheard of. They might just cause some mayhem in the playoffs, man. While you're here though, you might as well check out another video. This one right here is focused on the electric offense of the Minnesota Timberwolves. But for this one, man, I'm out of here. And remember, keep on hooping.